Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be taking on Odin's Gauntlet, Tier 10 or God Tier, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be doing this one a little bit differently than we did all of the other gauntlets. We are actually going to take in only 4-star champions. A lot of the people on the channel has been asking for 4-star champions. I need to see 4-star champions clear the gauntlet. So here we're going to be bringing in Dr. Doom, Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, to name a few champions. Of course, we have Dr. Doom, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Archangel. So first fight is up. And just like a 5-star, we're going to be taking in some champions here. Archangel, I'm sure you guys have been using. And if you haven't been using these 5 champions or other champions, please leave a comment below so we know who is going to be helpful. We have a few more days to use up these feathers. And if you haven't been doing God tier or tier 10, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps the champion. So here we have a 4-star Archangel taking on Thor Jane Foster, and we need to bait out her SP1s and 2s. We do not want to get her to SP3. And just like regular gameplay, this is how I'm going to be playing this. There's no revives, there's no potions involved. Most people don't have perfect gameplay. You come in with 5 champions. There's 6 champions to defeat. To be defeated, you wreck 1 champion. Archangel is out of the gameplay. But we have 5 solid champions here that could complete this quest. So, you lost 1 champion. No big deal. Don't panic. Take it easy. Bring in the 2nd champion. So Nick Fury, awakened, of course, fully ranked up, 4-star awakened. We're going to just parry light and heavy this Jane Foster to death here now to finish up this fight. And here you're going to do a SP3. So this event is easily done with 4-star champions, so don't get too overwhelmed knowing that you only have 4 stars. You just started the gameplay, you just joined Marvel Contest of Champions, and you only have a few champions left on your roster because they probably are tied up in wars or some other alliance quest. Don't worry about it. You still have 4 champions that you can use. I'm sure that there's 5 champions that you could use to bring into the gameplay to get the job done. So we have Dr. Doom up against Heimdall, and the reason I'm bringing in Dr. Doom is because he has that power control, and we have all the other champions really could take out Heimdall, but what we're gonna do is power control him to death. The shock does help and do damage over time on Heimdall. So we're going to keep stacking that shock up. We're going to get to SP1. We're going to fire off, obviously, that heavy so that we stagger Heimdall. And remember, every time Dr. Doom fires off the SP1, he power drains and steals some. Here you go, right there. He steals power from Heimdall. So here we go again. So he's a great power control champ. SP2 does that incinerate, but we're going to continue with the SP1 so we could prevent him from too much power gain. And we want to keep firing up that SP1 from time to time because every light hit on Heimdall drains his power after you fire up that SP1. We had SP2. So we're going to push him all the way up to SP3. We're going to fire off the SP3 And as you know, using Dr. Doom, the little trick to it is medium, medium, light, light, light once you're done. So we're going to do medium, medium, light, light, light. That gets us to 1 bar of power. And we fire off to power drain him again. And then we at 1 bar of power. We're going to hit that stagger. We want to fire that SP1 if it's possible. Power drain, steal. Get that power gain going, and we're going to fire off. So I got clipped there. That was an error on my part. We're going to do the unblockable SP2, and then he's going to be in the bin because he's going to be incinerated to death. And Dr. Doom, that's how we finish up fight number 2. So the third fight up is going to be, who is it? It's going to be Thor Ragnarok. And who are we going to bring into this fight? We could bring in Dr. Doom again because we want to power control Thor. If we had Archangel, he would be a great champ to bring in against him as well. But we have him already dead. We're not going to use any revives. We're just going to use what we have left. So these are the 5 champions I recommend you bring into the gameplay, and similar champions that does the same type of job. So we have Dr. Doom. We're gonna shock Thor Ragnarok. We're going to do the same technique, fire up that SP1 to power drain him. And if he has very little to no power, we could push the SP2. He has that power gain now, but we're doing a lot more damage to him right now. The power drain is over. That stagger helps with this. We staggered him again. And here we go. SP1 drains his power. And as you know, he's really devastating if he fires off that SP3. But he's never going to get there because we're going to continue to drain his power. And if he's down to below 1 bar of power, we're going to fire off an SP2, hit that incinerate over damage over time. We're going to build to SP1 here, fire it off, prevent him from getting to SP3. Again, we're going to do it and rinse and repeat. Boom. Again, that stagger helps with his power gain. Here we go again. SP2. Some incinerate damage. So Dr. Doom is excellent. Again, this is a 4-star ranked up as Dr. Doom. And as you can see, you don't need 5-star champions or 6-star champions to complete the gameplay. Obviously, the gameplay is a lot faster and easier with 5 and 6-star champions. But if you only have 4-star champions, know that this is very doable. And again, I'm sure you have at least 5 champions on your team, 4-star, that could actually get this job done. Just choose them correctly. Now, again, please leave comments below on who you use as a 4-star to complete this. If you leave comments, you would probably help someone else on the channel and help them choose champions differently for this Odin's Gauntlet. So let's take in the next fight, and we have 3 more fights to go and it's all over. We're gonna have Hulk Ragnarok next, then we have 2 left. And for Hulk Ragnarok, we're going to just bleed him out with Nick Fury. Now on this node, when the timer that is going on the top right is about to expire, you want to be really close to Hulk Ragnarok so he gets the regeneration buff. And you see, I'm going to wait it out. I'm going to rush in to get close to him. He gets the regeneration, but this is reverse regeneration, and you can see him just melting away. He is actually killing himself off. So that's a quick trick. Any champion could beat Hulk Ragnarok if you just back off, wait for that timer, and then rush into him to be close to him, and he is going to melt away. You can do this with a 2-star champ, a 3-star champ. They don't have to be ranked up. Anyone could beat Hulk Ragnarok in this gameplay because of that reverse healing that automatically kicks in once you're close to defender when the timer is up. Now we have Loki. And Loki is going to be, who should we bring in for Loki? How about, yes, Nick Fury. We're going to just do the same thing with Loki. We're just going to bleed him out. You just have to look for his SP2s that are unblockable. Make sure you stay a safe distance away from him, because sometimes you could get clipped by it. So make sure you back off far enough when he's about to fire up that SP2. And you do not want him firing off that SP3, so you want to bait this out. And luckily for us, he actually throws that SP2 regularly if you passed over those 2 bars of power. SP1, you could hold block, or you could dex that SP1. It's pretty easy to do. We're gonna stack that bleed on this guy, and I just like stacking that internal bleed. And then we intercepted this one. Again, dex the SP1, not too difficult to do. And if you don't feel comfortable hitting the dexterity on any of these SPs, be sure to hold that block, so that you're going to take some damage, but it's not going to be a wrecking damage that is going to take you out of the gameplay. Now, Nick Fury is obviously very safe to use once he's awakened, because this is the actual decoy. And let's just show you what the real Nick Fury can do. We're going to come in and finish up this fight really quick with him. The gameplay is a lot faster, and hopefully you're fortunate enough to have an awakened Nick Fury. If you have him at a rank 4, rank 5, rank 6, you must be very blessed. Rank him up as soon as possible. He really is very good at helping you clear content, and he has great synergies with a lot of champions. Like this girl here, Captain Marvel. So we're going to bring in Ghost Rider for the gameplay first, just to have some fun. 4-star Ghost Rider, and I think it's my favorite champion to play with right now. So we have Vigilance going, we have Power Gain going. We're going to fire that SP2. I don't want to risk having heavies before I sent off the SP2, so I just sent it off. It did its damage. He got him armor broken, so it's armor break on that SP2. We still have 4 judgments on him, so we're gonna do that and fire off an SP1. It's unblockable. And here we go. 5 judgments on him. We're gonna fire the SP1 again. Sorry, the heavy. And we get him armor broken again. Incinerate on the SP2. And we're just melting away Odin. If you don't have Cosmic Ghost Rider, I'm sure there are a lot of other champions to work with. If you have a Hulkbuster, he is very, very effective against Odin because of the shocks and the unblockable SP1s. So Hulkbuster is great. I've tried over the week, and this past month we've used Silver Surfer. Is very, very effective against Odin. So if you have him as rank 4 or 5 or 6, Silver Surfer is very, very effective. Of course, Archangel clears a lot of this content because everyone takes bleed damage. So he's like an MVP for all of this gameplay. He's always good to have as one of the 5 champions on it. Damage over time for this Odin. You could back off if you wanted to. Make sure he throws that SP. And you could hold block for the SP. Or you could dex the SP. It's safer, in my opinion, to hold the block. But if you want to dex the SP2, here we go. We just took care of that. You take no damage. And let's bring in a second champion here. And we are going to bring in Captain Marvel. And she's going to be absolutely great at finishing off Odin. I have a video where we finished off Odin before in 16 hits with Captain Marvel. So if you would like to see that video, you could always look at search the channel for Captain Marvel. I think how to beat Odin in 16 hits. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. But again, this is the 4-star Captain Marvel. We're going to get to that. We want to get actually to 24 charges. She's at 18 right now. And remember, we don't really want a dex like we did there, his SPs. We want a whole block because it builds her charges and she takes very little to no damage. So we are 24, one more hit, and we're going to be at 25. We're going to go indestructible here. So this is taking absolutely no damage. And then we're going to finish him off with some lights for armor break. And then that's it. So guys, that's how you finish it off with 4 stars. There's no excuse not to get it done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. And remember, work less, play more, enjoy life. And I'll catch you guys next time. Have a wonderful week. Bye.